So I've been sowing my French climbing beans and dwarf beans, and I've just opened up this packet of tunny beans. They're a bit like the yin yang dwarf beans, but these are tunny beans, climbing bean, green pods with oval cream and pink brown beans. Can be eaten at any stage as pods don't get stringy. Can also be used as a fresh shelled bean or dried. So they seem quite good. I got them from the Bristol seed swap. So I'm going to plant these out. So I just opened up my compost that I brought this year. This multi-purpose compost, Grow More, Simply Grow. It's a lot more, seems to have a lot more cocoa coir in it. I thought at first it was going to be awful because it felt quite firm, but I think that's just how it's stacked, because once I crumble it like this, it's actually quite fine, and there doesn't seem to be lots of big bits of wood. So as long as the beans actually grow well in it, that's all that matters. I'm pretty sure I bought that compost from, I think it was Home Bargains earlier on in the year. So we'll see how it does. So I've just sown these achocha fat baby seeds. Native American vegetable, climbing vine to 2.2 meters. Very attractive foliage, insignificant white flowers, produces small edible hedgehog shaped fruit, eaten raw when small or cooked like peppers. So I have no idea if I will like these. I've sown a few in each pot, just a couple of pots, and I'll give them a try this year and I'll see whether I like them or not. If not, I won't grow them again. But it's good to try at least one new thing each year. I just sowed some more Brussels sprouts. That's Evesham and Dartmoor, because my last lot didn't come up well. Neither did my cauliflower, so I'm opening up a new packet of seed and trying that, and hopefully it will work. Okay, I have procrastinated long enough. It is time to sow flowers. I've put the vegetables in priority, but now I've really got to get on with it. Oof, ouch. Look, I'm bleeding. That's a paper cut from a packet of seeds I was trying to open. It stings. Be careful when you're opening packets. Well, it's nearly tea time. I've spent the whole afternoon in the greenhouse sowing stuff. Still haven't finished. I've done a exercise workout, I've walked the dog, and now I got to cook food. So I think this will be it for today. I might be back in here tomorrow, but I've got a lot of some perennials, flowers sown, some annuals, and a lot more to do. The greenhouse is filling up fast, but that will do for now. Thanks for watching. Bye for now. Go at the wildlife. Last night, well, afternoon, I was sowing lots of flowers, and it looks like that the hollyhocks down here and French marigolds over in that corner, to me it looks like they've been disturbed by wildlife, because the seeds weren't showing and now they're all muddled up. I think I'm going to have to move those seeds. I've also got to bear in mind that there might be something rodent-like coming in and trying to have a nibble. I can still see lots of seeds. I think they were just rummaging around, seeing what they could find. It was probably mice. But yeah, how am I supposed to know? Well, I know they're all hollyhocks, but they're not necessarily going to be in the white rose anymore. Oh well, it's going to be lucky dip, isn't it? I knew I should have covered them. Well, I didn't get as far as planting out the things in pots, but I cut the grass. Makes it look a whole lot tidier. Now time for a nice cold drink. Cheers. So I'm sat here just watching the wildlife, the birds hop from tree to bush to ground and back to the trees. My garden has lots of shrubs, bushes and trees, so compared to a lot of the other local gardens which are just grass, they've got somewhere to hide. So it's nice just to quietly sit here and watch them. Well, it's raining now, and I've spent a couple of hours planting things out. Let me show you. Planting stuff along the back here. So I've put in lots of stuff quite close together. Then it still gives me room to put more plants along the front once I've grown them. But some of it's spring flowering, some of it's a bit later, so it's a good mix. But I'd better stop this now because of the rain. Well, I've just spent the last hour planting stuff out in the rain. It wasn't a drizzle, it was a bit more, but it wasn't too bad, but then it's got heavier and heavier, and now I'm wet through. So it's time to go in. We do have to think about when's the appropriate time to stop. Well, the sun's going down and I've finally finished putting in all the things that were in pots, like tulips and other shrubs that I've bought. Let me show you. I've got tulips, I've got silver leafed things dotted along, primroses, all sorts of things put in. Lovely pink tulips there. So every, I don't know, 4 or 5 feet, I think I've got a silver leaf plant. So it dots it all along. I did come across a few plants I forgot I'd put in there. So I put canes in to remind me. I have lost a plant. I could have sworn I had a tree peony, but I can't seem to find it anywhere. Maybe the harsh winter killed it off. But yeah, I won't have to play catch up with all those pots. Now I've just got to keep up with keeping it weeded and watered and all that kind of stuff. That is now the whole of this main middle bit of the garden weeded and pruned and planted or cut back. There's still room for more, but that's a big job I wanted to get done. So I think next step is probably tidy up in the veg area and get stuff planted out or do it soon, and then after that I'll tackle the patio. But I am very pleased with how it looks.